have something to tell you, she said, turning toward Alex and moving closer, her gaze filled with a kind of mysterious energy he couldn't quite place. The truth is, I'm not an ordinary woman. Alex felt a shock ripple through him. He'd sensed there was something extraordinary about her from the start, but he hadn't expected her to reveal herself so openly. I'm actually a fairy from the heavens, she said softly, her voice carrying both pride and mystery. My name is Luna, one of the sky fairies. I have powers, the ability to command the forces of nature. With that, she raised her hand, her fingertips tracing gently through the air. As she did, the breeze around them softened and warmed, moving as if in harmony with her touch. Flowers at their feet swayed gracefully, seeming to respond to her unspoken call. Alex watched in awe, his mind reeling with wonder and reverence. Luna looked back at him with a playful glint in her eye. See? I'm not just any woman. The pull you've been feeling wasn't only about my appearance, it was also my magic drawing you in. For a moment, Alex was speechless. He felt a mix of awe and an excitement he couldn't quite describe. His instincts had been right, this woman was truly extraordinary, with beauty and powers beyond anything he'd imagined. A fairy from the heavens? Alex finally managed, his voice filled with surprise and admiration. No wonder you seem so otherworldly. Luna smiled gently and continued, coming to this forest wasn't by chance. I've lived above, watching over this world. Sometimes, I can't resist coming down to experience life among humans. Meeting you today feels like such a stroke of luck. Her voice was soft and magnetic, each word pulling Alex in as if it held a special charm. Luna stepped closer, her gaze warm and resolute. Alex, you're not like other men. I can see your heart in your eyes, you're kind, and you're someone I know I can trust. Alex felt a warm rush inside him as he looked at Luna's beautiful face, realizing he was already deeply drawn to her. He loved her mystery, her strength, and that irresistible charm she exuded. He had never encountered such a special woman before. Luna, he said softly, finally saying her name, I'm really glad to meet you. You're the most incredible being I've ever seen. Luna smiled gently, her eyes reflecting a sense of relief and happiness. She knew Alex wasn't enchanted by her magic, he truly appreciated her for who she was. That thought filled her with joy. I feel the same way, she replied softly, lightly stroking Alex's arm, feeling his warmth and strength. I haven't met someone like you in a long time. Her fingers brushed against Alex's skin, sending a tingle through him that made his heart race again. Even though his rational side reminded him to stay calm, the feelings inside him were becoming harder to contain. Luna looked at him with soft eyes, as if they held endless stars. She leaned in closer and said gently, Alex, I can feel your feelings for me, and I sense the struggle within you. I really admire your rationality, but I want to tell you that sometimes, feelings don't need to be so logical. You can relax, you don't have to resist me. Her words were soft yet powerful, silently telling Alex that he could let go of all his worries and fully embrace the moment. Luna's warm breath was intoxicating, and her gentle voice seemed to carry a kind of magic, tempting Alex to release the emotions he held inside. Alex was struggling within himself. He knew he had developed feelings for Luna, and it wasn't just her beauty that attracted him. It was more about the curiosity and fascination he felt towards her mysterious aura and the story behind her. He took a deep breath, locking eyes with Luna, feeling his heart begin to soften. Luna, Alex replied quietly, his voice carrying a hint of emotional tremor. You're right, maybe I shouldn't be so caught up in logic. Sometimes, feelings really are what matter most. Luna smiled slightly, as if she had anticipated this all along. She moved closer to Alex and softly said, You don't have to worry. I want you to know I'm not trying to control you. I just want to enjoy this moment with you. The air was filled with a gentle atmosphere as their distance gradually closed, as if all boundaries were being shattered in that moment. Alex finally realized that he could no longer resist Luna's allure. He had deeply fallen for her, not just because of her beauty, but also because of her mysterious and powerful inner self. They held each other's gaze for a long time, as if reaching a silent understanding. Alex could sense the admiration and appreciation in the fairy's eyes, and she saw the resilience and rationality in his heart. This subtle connection made the atmosphere between them feel warmer and more intimate. "I'm really glad to have met someone like you," Luna said softly, her gaze carrying a hint of tenderness. "You've shown me another side of what it means to be a man." Alex nodded, a gentle smile spreading across his face. "Meeting you is my honor too. Your courage and charm fascinate me, but more importantly, I see the unique qualities in your heart." Luna smiled slightly, seeming pleased by his words. She moved in a bit closer, their distance shrinking, yet still keeping a respectful space. An unspoken bond began to grow between them. "I think we should get to know each other better," Luna said, her voice carrying a playful tone. "After all, I'm a fairy from the celestial realm, and there's quite a difference between us, a mere mortal." Alex let out a light chuckle, his eyes sparkling with mischief. "Then I should definitely get to know you better. A beautiful fairy from the celestial realm? That's just hard to imagine." They exchanged smiles, the tension in the air gradually melting away. Alex reached out, gently taking Luna's hand, feeling its warmth and softness, which sent a flutter through him. "I want to take my time getting to know you, Luna. Whether you're a fairy or a mortal, I want to build a deeper connection with you." His tone was sincere and firm. Luna paused for a moment, her eyes lighting up with joy. She clasped Alex's hand, their fingers intertwining, feeling the warmth radiating from each other. "I'm looking forward to knowing you better too, Alex. I want to understand your inner world, your thoughts and dreams." Her voice was soft as a breeze, full of alluring charm. Standing together under the sunlight, hand in hand, it felt like the whole world had paused just for them. Alex could sense Luna's presence drawing closer, her light floral scent making his heart race. They began to stroll along the sun-drenched path in the woods. Occasionally, Luna's fingers would brush against Alex's palm, leaving a tingling sensation in their wake. Her gaze shifted between fiery and tender, as if she were gauging his reaction. Alex worked to control his impulses, focusing on their conversation. They talked about their lives and shared their thoughts. Gradually, an indescribable intimacy began to grow between them. As time went on, Alex found himself more and more captivated by the fairy's charm. Every move she made and every glance she cast made his heart race. He felt an unprecedented attraction, not just because of her stunning beauty but also due to his longing to understand her inner world. Luna, too, gradually let go of her initial reservations. She realized that Alex wasn't just an ordinary man easily swayed by appearances. He was someone filled with kindness and wisdom. She was drawn to his strength and reason, and her feelings for him deepened. Their distance naturally closed, their breaths mingling in the air. Alex gazed into Luna's eyes, and she met his gaze, filled with heat and anticipation. "You mesmerize me," he said softly, his voice a bit hoarse. "I've never met anyone quite like you." Luna smiled, her eyes sparkling with a gentle light. "And you're unforgettable to me. Your inner beauty makes me want to know you even more." Their faces drew closer, breaths mingling in the air. Alex could clearly feel the intoxicating scent emanating from the fairy, and he struggled to contain his desire. Luna's gaze lingered on Alex's lips, as if she were hesitating to take the next step. Alex couldn't help but focus on her mouth, his heart racing with a strong urge. However, just as their lips were about to touch, Luna gently turned her head and rested her cheek against Alex's ear. Her soft breath brushed against his earlobe, sending a tingling sensation through him. "Alex," Luna whispered, her voice husky, "I want to spend more time with you." Alex took a deep breath, trying to calm the fluttering in his chest. He nodded slightly, his voice also a bit hoarse. "Me too, Luna. I want to build a deeper connection with you." They maintained that intimate yet restrained position, savoring each other's warmth and breath. Although there was no further physical contact, this teasing closeness ignited an even stronger spark between them.